can, so you don't have to worry about it. This can go on your leg if you like, or on your lower back. It's up to you. You do whatever is most comfortable for you. All right, talk to me. What are your problem areas?
Girl. Okay, so I went to I did one of those like med spa, like mani-pedis, thinking they were corns. And I was like using like the store-bought like corn remover. And then I was like, maybe it's calluses. And she told me that the way that my like toes are just bent.
They're not calluses. It's just rough friction.
Yeah.
The friction of your shoes.
And then I wear a 9.5. I wear my shoe size or slightly bigger, but I'm a flight attendant, so I'm always on my feet and I'm constantly kicking and moving and walk.
So that
but over the year, even like growing up in like middle school and high school, I would like try to squeeze my feet into like a
say no more.
But yeah, I never used to be that bad, so now it's just. And it's like summer.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. It is summertime. We want our toes out, and that's where I'm coming in the clutch. Okay, so the good thing is that it's smooth. Corns are usually protruding out, and thick. So you'll be fine with doing neutralization sessions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't put lotion on because
Okay. And you're fine because I'm gonna have to wipe them down. Okay. You're right. So the thing about this is, and the good thing about it is, with this neutralization process, it's going to be, we're gonna focus on the outer areas. The outer areas is like the darkest.
Yeah.
Which puts more emphasis on this lighter area.
Yeah.
This is literally just coming from constantly rubbing, right? So let me bend your legs up a little bit for me. Okay, yeah, it's coming from the constant rubbing, which generally happens in every shoe known to man. But some of us, probably have more sensitivity. So what we're gonna start by doing is I'm going to clean the area with some green soap. And we're going to numb you so you be as comfortable as possible.
Okay.
So I'm going to focus on this toe, and this toe. And what is always common is we would have to neutralize the outer area to make it your actual skin tone.
Yeah.
And then we would add color to fill in the highlight areas, the light areas, I should say. That one's okay.
And how long would I have to wait to book a second?
So we like to give it time to for the pigment to set.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that it's a process to where it's going to actually lighten that area.
Yeah.
So we tend to give it for feet, I would say 8 to 10 weeks.
Okay.
I always like to go the longest amount of time.
Yeah.
So we can see how it actually heals as light as it get.
Yeah.
So we can then move forward with the next process. So yeah, it's not as bad as you think. But because it's our feet, we're like, look, we just don't want it. We just don't want this. So we gotta do something about it. And I'm glad that this has become available. You know how many people go in to get surgery and don't need surgery? And then they're still gonna do something. They're not gonna give you that money back. And then people who do surgery, they end up coming for this service. So
I was looking on TikTok, I was like, there's gotta be, if they're doing eyebrows, there's gotta be something.
Yeah.
And that's how I found this. And I was like, oh, my friend lives in Atlanta, and I could just to make a trip out of it.
Where did you come from? Well, like, where do you live?
Boston.
You said trip? Boston?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We gotta get your
and there's
out.
no type of
nobody's
like
doing
service that, I always either come here or New York to do my nails or hair or.
Oh my god.
Because they don't have anybody that's good, and I don't trust them.
Okay, so it's good that you was able to make a trip out of it because listen, you get to get a little woosah time. See what everybody else is doing in other states. Did you drive or fly?
I flew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Get rid of this later. Okay. Is it you doing a 1-day trip or you want to stay for a little while?
I'm off for 3 days, so I'm gonna go home
Every day.
like tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave tomorrow. Like in the morning.
Nice. That's a nice trippy trip. Okay. So here we're going to allow your toes to numb.
Okay.
For 20 minutes. I'm glad that you have open toe shoes.
Yeah, I was like,
so that once we're finished, you won't have like additional friction. On your toes.
So when I work, should I just wear like toe pads or something?
So you wear
extra
closed toe shoes?
Yeah.
And you're going back to work in 3 days. Okay, so when you're leaving, I'm gonna give you some Andy ointment.
Okay.
We want to make sure that you keep them moist.
Okay.
It's good that you have at least 48 hours to just let them be free in the air. Because you know you don't want to close anything that's open. It's not going to be open like a sore. It's just going to be, a lot of friction. Okay. It's like a tattoo, but it's not as deep as a tattoo. So we're literally just grazing the surface.
Okay.
So yeah, no downtime. So you're still able to go here and there, but you want to always keep them moist. So every time you have a moment, I know you're always on your feet.
Yeah.
But we want to always keep them moist, at least for the first 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay. And the healing process with these, and I'm going to mention them again before we leave. The healing process with this is to keep them moist, to keep them dry.
Okay.
You're going to notice that they're going to peel. That's normal. They may seem to either get darker or seem like nothing happened. Yeah. Which is normal. Your second to third week, you're going to start noticing like,
This is like, look like something.
I think I can wear me some, sandals. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is really, really awesome. I'm excited to help you meet your goal. What I'm going to do, I'm going to neutralize them, but I'm going to also add some flesh-like pigment to kind of settle it, so as you're healing, it won't look crazy. Okay. But yeah, we're going to numb you for 20 minutes, and I will be back.
Okay.
On here. That wind be making that door sound like somebody's at the door. Let's go in the back. Hey everybody. I am at the shop today. I am doing toe neutralization on a client who came in from Boston. Let me see if I can see what's going on in the chat. So this is the setup. I already have my tray in the room, so we'll just be doing the service. We specialize in eyebrows. All right, everyone, this is the Perfect Arch. We are located in Lovejoy, Georgia. This is the first and only accredited permanent makeup school here in Georgia. As you can see there is Carlene, the owner of the Perfect Arch. As you can see here, we do a lot of training, which consists of lip blush, lip neutralization, lash extensions, ombre brows, skin camouflage, which is what I'm doing right now in the inside, 3D areola micropigmentation, scalp micropigmentation if someone is losing their hair. So this is what we do here. If you're interested in learning these services or getting these services yourself, you are free to go online. As you can see there, theperfectarcher.org. Take a look. Anybody who is in the chat, have you heard about Candy Cleanse? If y'all want to know more about it, let me know and I'll let y'all know about it. We are licensed and accredited here in the state of Georgia. This is our map. When our clients come in from out of town, they will put a pin on the map. So let's see where we will get a pin from for today. All right, my client is numbing, so I'm preparing to get ready to do toe camouflage on her. Have you guys ever heard of toe camouflage? So toe camouflage is when I am camouflaging your skin. So say for instance, if I had a bruise, what I would do is I would get, not a bruise, a scar that will never go away. A scar that will never go away that may come off looking like a bruise on your arm and you want to get rid of it. What I would do is I would neutralize the skin by creating a custom pigment to fade away that discoloration. A lot of times it's darker, and when it's darker, we have to do what's called the neutralization process, which is going to lighten that area and also add the perfect concoction of pigments to get your skin color. So it's an amazing, amazing process. I'm sorry, I'm being so clumsy with the phone. I'm actually looking for something for my client. Here it is. So after they have their services, I like to make sure that they have their aftercare bags. So when they leave, they have everything they need to take care of their service area. So, are y'all excited to see this toe camouflage, y'all? Does anybody on here suffer from having corns on their toes? It's a lot of people who have discoloration. It's a lot of people who may feel like they have corns on their toes, but it's not really corns on your toes. It's just from the friction of your shoe, causing it to be like raw, and then it has to heal. Sometimes it heals light, and then there's are times where it may heal dark, and it's just dependent on your genetic makeup. So now that I have that, this is her aftercare pack. We want to make sure that's there for her. Now we're going to get ready to go do the actual service once her numbing time is up. I like to eat peppermint, y'all, while I'm doing service. It made me feel better. It keep me calm. And for some reason, it keep me focused. And it keep my breath fresh. So, let me go make sure I have everything that I need before I get started. So if there's anyone out here who also does the permanent makeup service, who is thinking about offering neutralization services, if you want to learn how to do it, I am going to place the links in the description of this live after I'm done. So if you are ready to learn how to get into skin camouflage, then we can definitely teach you that service. So for me as a licensed artist, the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to take a look up at my choices. And like I mentioned, today we're going to do neutralization. So we're definitely going to do neutralizing colors. Not only are we going to do neutralizing colors, but we want to do flesh-like tones as well. But we have to match them to her perfectly. So for me, we got the Hot Boys on the radio. I need to turn it real quick. Give me a second. So y'all, I'm not used to going live at all. So I do want to thank y'all for coming. Let me see, what are the few next songs? The next few songs are okay. 20 minutes should be up, and I should be starting on her toes. This I always say that I want to do every service on myself that I do for a client. I just don't have any areas on my toes that need the service done, but I still want to see what it's like to the client. So I've been thinking about it. But I've been also thinking about neutralizing my lips again. Would y'all watch me neutralize my lips? So the beauty, let's have a conversation. Like, so this is what we'll do. I think I have about 7 minutes. As you notice, I'm here at a shop on a weekday doing toe camouflage. And when I tell you guys that this right by far is something that I put in motion last year. The beginning of last year, this month, April, I started working here at the Perfect Arch. But I was doing clients Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I was recommended to Carlene to come and do this. And what I thought was going to be hard was not. And I was getting in my own way for a very long time. So when I decided to actually take a leap of faith and to actually do it full time, I had to mentally prepare myself, and I had to find out what I was going to do to make this a smooth transition. So I knew that if I wanted to do permanent makeup full time, I was going to have to find a way to replace the income that I would be leaving if I decided that I wanted to go ahead and to do permanent makeup full time. So I decided to fire my 9-to-5, which was security, which was a sure thing. I knew every week I was going to get paid. And here I am deciding that I was going to fire my 9-to-5 and believe in myself and know that I would be able to do it. It was scary. It was not something that I just thought I was going to be able to do, but I did it. That's what was important. It was my decision. This is not something everybody, it's not something I'm telling somebody to go do. I'm just letting y'all know what I did. I started doing research. I started to find out what was going on in the world, what was happening with the cryptocurrency, what was happening with the projections of what industry would make the most money, all those different things. Now, beauty is top tier. And what always will overturn a recession. But when it comes to technology, digital, that's up there too. So I decided that I would learn more about digital products. That's what allows me to be able to get up every day and do what I love, because I created digital products and I decided to sell those so that I can do what I love every day. I didn't want to wake up every day and clock into a 9-to-5. I was over that. So this past holiday, I don't know, it was different for me. This past holiday, I was thinking about was I really gonna leave my 9 to 5? And it was a good job. It was a good career. It was the traditional good career. But I just didn't see myself doing it. I didn't want to retire doing it. I wanted to do what I love. I wanted to create multiple streams of income. So because I couldn't find that information, I decided I was just going to go ahead and be the person that's going to learn everything so people can come and learn it from me. So the key is to be the plug of the plug. You need something, I'm going to know where you can come get it from if I don't already have it. So, let's go. I don't even remember if I took before pictures, but I will before we start. Let me wash my hands again. This is a fresh needle. I'm popping this one for you. All right, we are about to get to business. So what you see me mixing is the neutralization concoction that I create. This is going to cancel out the darkness around, and it also adds a layer and a barrier for me to create a foundation to build to add color as well.
It's like orange concealer.
Color theory, yes. Exactly. All right. You're gonna feel me moving pretty fast so you don't be uncomfortable for too long, okay?
Okay.
And if you feel me holding you a bit, it's so just in case if you jump,
Yeah.
I'll still have, okay. How you feel?
Okay.
Okay.
The pain tolerance is pretty.
Pretty good. This like,
Walking on my feet, it feels worse.
You may also notice that like that top layer of skin may peel as well,
Okay.
which is good. Then get rid of that like those rings around it where you see it's peeling.
Yeah.
But you can't peel it yourself. Oh my gosh. Because I'm somebody, when I see it, I want to take it out.
Yeah.
But you can't peel. So you'll start seeing those peel too. See how we're building?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let that one rest. Then we're gonna go to the next one. There's something I wanted to add here. Hold on a second. Still warm it up a little bit. Oh yeah, I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
And this plan that I just said, I think it's perfect. Maybe go back over that one real quick. Okay, I'm ready for the other one. I am. How you feeling? You okay?
Yeah, too. Just a little bit, you know. I'm okay.
Can you see those from up there? Can you see the difference already?
Yeah. Yeah. Now is the color or still neutral?
This is your neutralizing.
Okay.
I added pigment so it just won't be that bright.
Oh, okay, okay.
Neutralizing color. This will not be your final. You know, after you're at your last session, it'll be more so your pigmentation. But this right here is what's going to, let me see how I can explain it. So this is like your foundation session, right?
Okay, yeah.
So your foundation session is to, and you hear me saying neutralize a lot because neutralizing your toes is what's going to make it that even color consistently across.
Yes, okay.
Right? So the beauty of it is it works on the dark and that light area.
Okay.
So that light area,
obvious.
right?
Yeah.
That light area is now just a lighter brown.
Okay.
So after you heal and it peels, it's going to be like a nice fleshly color.
Okay.
So when you come back, we'll actually be doing a smooth, consistent color.
Okay.
So with your toes, you know, you just may be like one of the lucky ones who may just need 1 or 2 services versus someone who may need 3 to 5. Yeah, but it's less obvious and it looks really good. This was like our last official pass, but I always do like a test pass before I finish. Okay. So I'm gonna just put a little bit more numbing, especially with you being out of town. Even sometimes things happen that even when the 10 or the 10 weeks are, there may be a delay in getting back. So I just want to make sure you're nice and ready.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Thanks. Now I'm happy with these over here because these were your lighter ones. It may have been your most uncomfortable. Like when walking. Just look now.
Yeah.
Huge difference. Huge difference. So you'll be able to put on your sandals and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Yep. Now I'm just really making sure they're covered consistently. And as you can see, like I kind of went up and across on your pinkies to this neutralize the whole pinky.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to spot treat it because
the whole thing was turning white. So I was like,
I'm like, let me just make it like a total treatment because I want you to feel uncomfortable with your sandals. It's literally from the friction.
Yeah.
And your body was like, you know what? We're not putting no more melanin here, okay?
Oh, no.
But look at you now. Look at it. Yeah. And all this is going to peel. It's going to help that smoothing out too.
Good thing I don't have any plans anytime soon. Good thing I don't have any plans anytime soon.
I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I am rubbing A&D ointment on here.
Okay.
I did give you an extra pack. I do know you're not home right now, and even just to have it on the go, some little to-go bag.
Yeah.
And this is pretty much all you'll be doing.
Okay.
Keeping them moist with the A&D ointment. If you could put on socks or stockings over your toes.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just a little anklets, just to keep them nice and secure.
I brought some.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let me just take some after photos and you are good to go.
Wow, what, they look normal?
Was it worth the little yank?
Yes. 100%. It's nice to see how it looks.
Let's take a good look at these babies. Yeah, I'm super happy with these. I am super happy.
I told my friends.
You want me to do one for you?
Yeah.
Front to front?
And they were like, good luck on your surgery. And I was like, guys, this is a procedure.
She said, not this time, summer. 2025, we outside in slides.
Yeah,
Yes.
I am showing her
Thank you for
toes.
trusting me with your toes and coming down. Oh my gosh, to see us. It is such an honor.
Friend.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
You are so very, very welcome. Very.
You said 8 to 10. So
8 to 10.
Mm-hmm. What's that, like 2?
Yeah, about 2 or so months.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll be right out to check you out. All right. All right. Did you want to use the card that's on file for your balance? 195.
Which one? What's the ending?
8789.
Yeah, use that one.
Okay.
And then, can I sell you the tip?
Yes. I can give you my phone number when you're ready. Oh, okay. And here's my. Well, you can do it with your phone number with Zelle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna ask me to double check. Five, 2.
52.
This one? Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
And you also should receive your receipt any moment for your payment for your balance.
Okay, just sent 50. Oh, thank you so much. Which one?
This right here. Yes.
Yay.
And this is a small one too. You are welcome.
Thank you so much.
Did you need a Q-tip while you're on the go?
Or
you?
No, I have some in my jewelry bag.
Okay. I'm always thinking about
Yeah.
you. You are very welcome. It was a pleasure. Safe travels and thank you for coming.
I'll be back in like 2.5 months.
Okay.
Maybe. I'll send, I don't know how to, I guess I'll send like, I'll figure it out. I'll just look at it.
Okay. I'll see you. All right. Take care. See you next time. Okay, y'all, that was the wrap up of a toe camouflage session. That went really great. She actually flew from Boston to come and get her toes camouflaged today. And that, my friends, is just how you make a $300 service in an hour. And I would be Oh, and I will be at my 9 to 5 working for $21 an hour. So I just doubled my day's pay in an hour. This is why I decided to leave my 9 to 5 to do permanent makeup. A client from Boston just paid me for 2 9 to 5 work days. And she also just pretty much put me over my quote for the week. So my goal is to make $300 a day. Okay? When I decided I wanted to replace my 9 to 5, I was very serious about it. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I didn't want to get up and work for somebody. Every Sunday, I just kept being stressed out because I knew it was time to get ready to go back to work. And that's not right, you know? So I felt like, I got all these different things that I know how to do. I need to put it to work. So I decided I was going to do that. You know, I'm a licensed esthetician. First and foremost, overall, I'm a licensed esthetician. So that means I had already been doing things with skin, right? So since I had already been doing things with skin, I wanted to add a luxury service to it. So that's what got me into permanent makeup, because I wanted to do brows and I wanted to do the lip neutralization and lip blush. You always want to upsell your clients. If you have any business, you want to always have something that you can upsell your clients. So at the time, I'm a licensed esthetician. I would upsell my clients with brows or lips. Now I upsell my clients to change their life. Right now, I do digital products and I do health and wellness. So right now, I'm in the process of becoming a product of the product. I'm taking the products, I'm working out, I'm dropping this extra weight that I've gained. So I'm doing that so that I can appeal to those followers that I have. When it comes to this right here, I'm here to help people make a decision. There's people who have been, people who have been laid off, and there has been people who has been fired, like just outright fired lately. I've been hearing a lot about that. I've been hearing about people being laid off. And then I have people who have a 9 to 5 who were like me and just knew that there was more. So I made a way. I wanted to do this full time, so I just did all the things a millionaire would do. Create different streams of income so that I can have 7 streams of income that'll make me money from all different places. Y'all want to know more about it, just let me know. But today was the Toe Camouflage session. My client from Boston came. She got her toes done, and she was feeling self-conscious because she thought she had corns, but she didn't even have corns, y'all. She didn't have corns. The only thing she had was dark and light spots on her toes because of the friction in the shoe. So in the shoe, you're gonna keep rubbing those toes, and they're gonna either get dark. Your body is gonna either cause them to promote or produce a lot of keratin, which causes the horniness in the toe, which will cause you to then have a hardened shell over the toe. That's a corn. What she didn't have a corn. She had an actual flat surface. And what happened was, she's a flight attendant, and by her always on the go, her shoes would just always rub against her feet, which caused dark and light spots. So the middle would be light and around it would be really dark, giving it the impression of a corn. Okay, so today we camouflage that for her. It's going to peel as it heals. As it heals, the pigments that I use today is going to set into her toes. And as we move along from that, we're going to build from that as well. So as of right now, every time my client leaves, I'm cleaning up my area. Everything is wrapped. I have on a fresh pair of gloves for my cleanup. I'm breaking everything down. Everything that I've used and touched will be wrapped up and discarded. Everything that has been wrapped will be discarded as well. Just like this. And it goes in the bigger bag. The sharps have already been discarded. Y'all, I love to be able to wake up every day and do what I love. My goal is 6 months from now, I would look different because I would drop all this unwanted weight. 2, I will be a aesthetics instructor. So not only will I be a permanent makeup instructor, I will be a skincare instructor, y'all. So I'm excited about that. Not only that, but I'm starting my master classes, teaching my people how to create ebooks and creating a business out of that and making that a passive stream of income, because it's money in that, okay? But the fact that I'm able to create a living from my lifestyle that I'm creating is so beautiful. I come from a traditional family, people who, principals, school teachers, law enforcement. We have a lot of teachers in our family. So let's just say my family is very traditional. You should have a traditional way of receiving your income. But even those careers are not concrete. And I always thought that at a younger age, but I never understood why I was thinking like that. But as an adult, I always knew that I wanted more than one thing. I wanted to be very secure. So January 1st, December 31st was my last day working with my 9 to 5. It was over. I was done. I just couldn't do it anymore. I was getting paid bi-weekly and I was not making the money that I wanted to make. It covered the bills and that's it. There was nothing extra. And I was getting tired of waiting for that. So I was like, you know what? I want to do what I want to do. Let me put the same time to make this actually happen. So I started working here at the Perfect Arch after I got licensed part-time Thursday through Saturday. And then when I made the decision that, you know what, I have a grasp on this, I mastered this, I'm gonna do this full time. Let me do digital products. Let me teach other people how to do certain things, make additional streams of income that way, so it won't be strenuous doing the permanent makeup. And I left them. Now one client pays me for a day of work. So anything else I do today is going to be a bonus. And I'm only sharing that because God has made me somebody that can help other people do the same thing, which is the type of person that I was looking for when I was younger. So it's like really blowing my mind. But I'm not going to hold y'all all day. I thank you guys for holding me down. I thank you guys for hanging down with me. I'm about to end this live. If you're looking for the Toe Camouflage service, you're going to have to back this up. I'm here at the Perfect Arch in Atlanta, Georgia. We are the one and only, first and only accredited permanent makeup school here, where we do all type of permanent makeup services. Not only do we do the services, but we teach the services. Okay? So if you're looking to get any of these services, feel free to drop me a little comment in the chat and we'll be in discussion. Y'all have a great day. I will be going live from here on out, so you guys can see me transition from a 9 to 5 into entrepreneurship full time while making my lifestyle the bag. I can't believe this. I really can't believe it. Like, I actually did it. I did it, y'all.